Good. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're all well. Just to let you know that you might have noticed that I'm in a different position from before. Reason being is we now have our sofa in the bay window, so I was forward. So it does mean that just here in front of me, I have Kiki sat here. So the door is open. So if, for instance, we get a cat jumping on me, I usually have the door shut, but she looks so cute and adorable that I can't move her. So yeah, just to let you know that if a cat does jump on us or me, or you hear meowing, it's just the two cats, Kiki and Raja. All right. Okay, let's start. There we go, and it's easy. I know, fingers crossed. I'm always finger crossing. Let's have a look, and oh, there we go. Excellent.
It worked.
I know. There have been in the past doing 90 odd of these now. Sometimes they don't go to plan.
Yeah. Like, how are you?
I'm really well, really good. Yeah, really good. Really excited. We're off to Cardiff at the weekend, so on Friday. So they're till a couple of friends we've known for a few years. So just nice to get away and the sunshine.
You look very innocent.
I do, yeah. I think it's a bit of a little bit of. Anyway, please introduce yourself, your business, and tell us what you make and sell.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Emily, and I have a business called Doodlemoo. We make art prints, stationery, wall mirrors, accessories, jewelry, like what I'm wearing now.
Excellent. Yeah.
I love like taking aspects of the prints and turning them into other products. So because I started with art prints initially, and then I was thinking, well, what can I make that relates to my initial product? Yeah, and my ideas. So yeah, so now I offer quite a wide range of products, and it's all with a colourful and happy and happy vibes, and yeah, to bring colour into your life, basically.
Yeah. Excellent. I know as well, because last time I met you, I purchased, and it was the Rolling Stones, you know, the Kiss, but in the Pride colours, which I wore at Pride this year. I was going to put it on this morning, and I've just remembered now, I would have worn it for you. But yeah, it's something that makes you happy, isn't it? Which is great.
Yeah, the rainbow tongue. Yeah, that's really, yeah, that's one of my favorites as well.
Yeah,
yeah.
Definitely. So, why did you set up your business, and how did you come up with your business name? I'm interested to find out. Doodlemoo, yes.
Yeah, so I'm a graphic designer and illustrator, and I got made redundant from my job. So I was supposed to go back to my design job, and a week before I got back, they told me I was made redundant, and I was just coming back from my maternity leave. So I was obviously quite shocked and sad, but I wasn't like so much in love with that job. So I was thinking, well, maybe this is like an opportunity to go for the business. And I had already been making prints for my kids and for friends and selling them at some markets. So I thought, let's go for it as a business. Well, sort of like seriously. And yeah, then I started basically learning everything about running a creative business and growing and marketing and all of that. And then I used to have another name called the Guesswork Collective, and then it didn't really resonate. So I was thinking, okay, let me go back to basics. And then when I was thinking about when I create, it always comes from a little doodle that I make. So I thought, okay, to have that word in it. So that was doodle. And then we were thinking, what else can I add to make it more fun and reflect like the fun element of the brand? And that's how we thought, Moo, okay, that sounds quite fun. But then later on I realized that I can't pronounce it that well because I speak Spanish, and Doodlemoo always like is a bit of a tongue twister for me. So people always go like, what, sorry, what did you say? So but I like the name, so I'm keeping it.
I like it. It's as well, isn't it? It's as well. You know, your products are for adults, but also for children because it's bright, isn't it? So that kind of mood.
Yeah.
It kind of got that sort of grown up, but then it's a bit of a. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's got a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also because when I started, I had much more, I was maybe more focused on kids. And
Yes.
then I I started to change um, the brand into a more grown up stroke.
Sure.
You know, it's playful and it can appeal to kids and grown ups. Because I remember I have like you know, my leopard gold print in black. You know, lots of kids love it, but lots of adults also love it and can have it in their home. So it can be for anyone.
Yeah. So you're capturing as well. Well, you've got the kind of you've got both audience there as well, isn't it? Which is always good. You've got the parents and the children fighting over your artwork.
Yeah, it's nice because then they can share it at home.
Exactly. Sharing is caring. So whereabouts are you based and where is your workspace?
Yeah, so I'm in Surrey and I recently moved to a studio in Newdigate.
All right.
And yeah, it's really nice. It's like in a farm and um, it's nice and spacious. And I used to work it from my front room, so I quite like now that I have the separation as well because I used to overwork at home
Yeah.
and always, you know. So now I like that I come here, I kind of in my work mode, but I still do things at home. But it's nice to have a nice studio dedicated to it with more space, and
Yeah.
then I the boxes at home as well.
I mean, just earlier, I was just talking to a new business owner, and it was the kitchen table, and how many times that poor kitchen table, what it gets used for.
Yes, exactly. Well, I was lucky. I took the front room when I was allowed to. So the front room was my office. But it's just so nice now to have a front room and not have like yeah, it's good. It's like, you know, like the next step. So
Yes.
it feels quite nice.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
and also I can have some help as well and I have an apprentice at the moment, so it's
That's good.
quite yeah.
Yeah. And Newdigate's a lovely little village. If people don't know it, it's just outside Dorking, obviously Gilding's Barn, where we did our event as well. But it is absolutely lovely out there, isn't it? So
Yeah, it's really sweet. And yeah, you have lots of space and yeah, it's quite inspiring.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I bet it's lovely this time of year as well, isn't it? With the beautiful
Yeah,
weather.
yeah. All the plants, like I have a little pond in front and there's this massive plants. It looks like a wild I don't know, from a wild jungle or something. It's really, yeah, really nice.
Beautiful. So, have you a favourite item to create, and why have you chosen that?
I have so many items now that I don't really. I mean, I don't have like a favorite, but I can show you one of my favorites, which is a rainbow mirrors,
Lovely.
which
Yeah.
really beautiful, and
Yeah.
I hand finish it. So I send them to be made, and then I hand finish it here. And also, I guess the planners that I made, that was
Yeah.
through a Kickstarter campaign, which are full of like inspiration and prints, and
Yeah.
um, it was like a big project. So I really love how they came out.
Wow. I love that. Yeah. Oh, that's
Eh,
cool.
they're like a companion for you. But then I love, you know, I love creating prints because that's my main thing.
Yeah.
For the home. Yeah, I don't know, like all of my products I like, you know, having an idea and then seeing it in realized. And when
Yeah.
I arrive, you're like I get really excited and yeah, like I guess I don't have one favorite, but I do like Rainbow Mirror.
Yeah. It's really hard. A lot of people can't, then it's say their favourite, they haven't got a favourite, or they're working on it, or it might,
Yeah.
so everything's their favourite, isn't it?
Yeah, and also I guess you see your products so much at some point that they become so like so normal to you. But
Yes.
when I see like that, I have a rainbow mirror in my home and the lips mirror as well. I love, and it keeps selling and selling. So yeah, so I kind of and the lightning bolt mirror as well. So yeah, I don't have a favorite. I can't. You have a favorite?
So, and what's great, isn't it? Is, you know, your designs, and then they're put onto lots of different things. I think that's where a lot of artists. I know that Libra Fine Arts has just popped on, and you know their artwork, which they then put onto coasters, water bottles, all sorts of different things, which is really great to have, isn't it? And see in different
Yeah.
kind of forms. So, have you been working on anything brand new at all this year?
I've done a new notebook with like happy vibes design.
Yeah.
Uh, I've done a new wrapping paper, and I'm working on a new set of calendars because I did calendars 2 years ago, but then I didn't do last year because it was quite a bit of a it got too late and I didn't. So I'm working on that. Apart from that, I think new prints, which is always what I love to, I love creating new prints. That's probably it. And then I've got a few, yeah, I've done a few new smiley faces. I'm not, I'm looking into, yeah, I also created some acrylic coasters. I don't know if you've seen them. I haven't got them here for the example. They're like flower coasters and smiley face coasters with fluo colors, and they're quite fun.
Cool. I love the fact that, you know, your stuff is all about fun and joy and
Yeah,
positivity and bringing, you know, good vibes, even with your notebooks, isn't it? Which is, I think, so important, especially kind of what we're facing at the moment. If you're kind of what you're selling can bring joy and happiness to people, then you're doing good, aren't you?
yeah. I was saying on my Instagram that I discovered a new thing, which is like an abundance diary, and you basically write every day all the good things that happen in the day, even if they're little, because we have so much like negative information right now, and everything is going so fast, and the war and this and that, and so it's nice to like focus on a few, on all of the little nice things that happen in your day, because like one big thing, one bad thing can affect really
Yeah.
how you feel. So that's kind of, so I was like thinking when I was creating the notebook, I was thinking, about writing those things and how I've been writing that, and it's been working really well for me recently. Yeah. So it's
Yeah, no, it's a really good idea. I think we should all do that. Even if it's just 3 things you've done or something that you've done to make somebody else happy. And that could just be by
like,
saying hello to somebody, isn't it? You know how
yeah,
nice, I mean, back in the days when we'd go out in COVID times and, you'd see people and they'd, jump in the bushes to be away from you. And it's
yeah,
nice. Yeah. And it's nice when you see somebody and hello, and, and it's when you say hello and they kind of look at you like some crazy person and don't speak back. But it does, isn't it? That can make you feel quite nice, actually, just acknowledging somebody else. There we go.
someone is
Rob
saying,
says, Rob saying, do you have affirmation cards? Positive message pack could be fab.
oh, I haven't done
Yeah,
that. Maybe something to think about.
yeah. I think we had some
Yeah.
from a friend of ours, and they're in like a little. So you just sometimes pick it out, and it might just say a little saying or a positive vibe for the day. Okay, or I'm going to do that today. So yeah, let's spread
Thing
some
to
joy.
think of.
Let's
Yeah.
definitely. So we have an ethos, as everyone knows. I bang on about it being friendly, creative, and unique. Is there a kind of ethos or a saying that you kind of work with your business and brand?
I think ethos, well, the ethos is always like, I think because I grew up in South America, in Venezuela. It was a very always blue skies, really sunny, really bright color markets and all of that. I try to bring, that's kind of what I like to bring, color um, and happiness into your everyday. But I think in terms of like a quote that I love is, there's a quote by Bowie that says, if you get a little bit out of your depth, that's when you create magic, or when you create the good things. So I really love that, like pushing myself a little bit, even if I feel like really stressed or uncomfortable, to get to where
Yeah,
I want, like setting up my podcast. It's people are like, oh my god, you set up a podcast. It was really hard for me to actually do it and actually come to interview people and things like that. But I thought if I didn't push myself and I had it in my mind, then I would, I had to do it. So
Yeah.
I think that quote from Bowie is amazing.
Definitely. It's true, isn't it? It's sometimes, I think as well, with a lot of business that join us, and and as well, it's about coming, sometimes stepping out your comfort zone, thinking, oh, can I do this? And having those niggly doubts. And there are people out there that can help you as well. There's other
Yeah.
business owners. Even this morning, somebody had put something that they hadn't had any sales for ages, and they were all kind of down, and I just put on there, like, life is about ups and downs, ups and downs, and and also just think about that time when you've had a good sale or that happy customer, and take that, because there are days when you have, oh, I've had a really good sales. That's Dapper Suave. Last week we did very well, and then all of a sudden nothing, and then but it's not getting down and beating yourself up because you haven't got sales, because they'll come. And it's all
Yeah.
about, I was going to say, there's a cheesy song called The Climb, and it's about the climb. It's you've got to climb to get to the
Yeah.
top, but it's not about getting to the top straight away. It's about the climb. There we go.
Yeah. I think with a business it's definitely like a roller coaster, because you can be really high up when something's
Yeah,
gone really well, and then really low when the sales are not there. Like at the moment, it's obviously a tricky time for lots of
yeah,
business. So I guess you have to be. It's hard sometimes not to think, oh, is it my product? Is it me? Is it what am I doing? I'm not doing enough sales. But yeah, you have to kind of like ride the waves, and like
yeah,
try. And yeah, it's a constant like mindset thing as well, having your own business, and especially if you create your own things, because it's very personal, and you're always gonna kind of connect. Sometimes you connect not having sales with, is it my product, or is it my price, is it this? So
yeah,
yeah, is yeah, like
yeah,
mindset and riding the waves, and
yeah.
yeah, just getting creative, I guess, with the next thing. Like, what else can I do to make sales? What can I do to do this? Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. And we've just got here from Jess with Thimble Power: positivity breeds positivity, and Emma as well, slow and steady. And it's all about, and that's where with our events, it's about having an event with positive people that
Yeah.
and you know, and bouncing ideas off each other. It might be that other ideas that you can sort of from other business owners that are, how do you do that, and finding and talking to other people. So yeah, definitely. So, a question I asked: what are your goals and dreams? And I say this year or just in general. What are your goals and dreams?
Goals and dreams. I guess, well, keep growing
Yeah.
my offer, seeing where I go, like, my goals and dreams. Well, probably like world domination.
Definitely, yeah.
No, no, no. There's like, I guess I would like to get my name out there even more. I'm doing the Stylist magazine show in November, so I'm really excited about that.
Wow.
Trying to do more in live events, because I guess with Instagram changing a little bit and all of these things, is and with like now everyone getting out, it's nice to do in live events and things. And yeah, just basically try to keep growing and growing the offer, and
Yeah.
growing my products, and you know and surviving.
It's surviving, yeah, definitely. And also, you had your other account hacked, didn't you?
Oh
So,
yeah. Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Well, that's been a big blow. Like
yeah,
I still I had 27,000 followers, and
yeah,
now I've had to start again. And I'm still hoping that the other one comes back at some point. But
yeah,
it's been quite a big blow, because obviously I had a big reach, and I had more ways of, for example, when I launched the product, I had quite a lot of people there, and I'm still like trying to reconnect with other people, because I follow like 1,800 people, and then I had all those followers that took me a long time to grow, like 4 years or so. And
Yeah.
like posting every single day, doing giveaways, and like being really on it. And now after that, I've kind of lost a little bit of my drive for Instagram,
Yeah.
so I've had to like pick myself up with that as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was like 3 months ago,
Yeah.
and trying to recover it for a while. And it all happens because I got hacked. I don't know if you saw, but I
Yeah.
got, and then it was all fine. I changed my password and my login, and I thought everything was fine. And then 2 weeks after, it got disabled, and I can't get it back. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
hope I'll get it back. But I was talking to someone like a strategist, Instagram strategist, and she was telling me that maybe it's a good thing because smaller brands get more pushed on Instagram at the moment, and you got more engaged followers because it's like,
Yeah.
when you have a 27,000 followers, there's a lot of dormant people and a
Yeah.
lot of like people that don't see your posts anymore. It's not like 27,000 people are buying from you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been amazing. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm trying to see some of the positive sides, which is hard. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to build up this one, but and trying to get my drive back as well to post every single day and everything like
Yeah.
that.
And also, isn't it? It's sort of I think Instagram is changing quite a lot. Even this morning, it was a whole thing about what music that you play on your reels and the most that gets interaction. I think we're so kind of focused on sort of going with the trend and going that also I think what happens a lot of the time is your product gets lost in all of what you're supposed to do because you've got somebody dancing around that's got nothing to
Yeah,
do with what they're selling, and it's just, or they're copying it. Oh, this is what I'm supposed to do, and it's not really about their brand. And it's quite interesting. We do some workshop training next week, and we're talking about that as well. I don't want to see pictures of your dinner on your Instagram account if you're selling earrings. It's as simple as that. Have your own personal. I have my own personal account. I've got 180 followers. I'm happy with
yeah,
that. And that's
yeah,
cats and that's stuff that I like and whatever and that I put on there. But it's really, I think as well of just stepping away and also going to events, getting yourself out there. And other ways, instead of kind of thinking, oh, Instagram is that sell, because it doesn't. You have to do your bit as well and use it correctly, I think.
yeah. Also, yeah,
Yeah.
like finding other ways of attracting customers as well. Like I do quite a bit of wholesale, so I've got wholesale platforms where I am. I have already contacts, for events and things like that. So yeah, you can't really. Also, like losing the Instagram has also kind of like taught me that you can't like concentrate in one thing, just one thing. But it's obviously good to try and develop it and think about your brand and what you are bringing onto Instagram, because Instagram is, I guess, like a magazine about your brand, no? So you have to like
Yeah.
reflect all of it. But I've been doing Instagram a long time, and I still sometimes go like, oh my God, shall I post this or shall I post about that? Shall I post? And I guess I got into a comfortable position with my other account, and now I'm having to, I don't know, I'm trying to be a bit more free and
Yeah.
relax with the new one, and try to combine a bit of reels, but um, I'm not like reels. So
Yeah.
I try to combine it. Actually, I asked last night on my Instagram, do you prefer photos or do you prefer reels or both? And I got more people saying that they like photos
Yeah.
than reels. And yeah, you have to do what is right for you, I guess. Your
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah.
Uh, I've seen some accounts that have mostly photos, and they still do really well. So yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I was actually because doing some posts going, oh, Dapper Suave, we haven't put anything on there, and we've got some brand new products, and just kind of sharing that. But Rob was like, oh, I like the photos on there. It's nice when you see, you can look at the product, you know, if it's a cravat, and here we are, you know, the different ways it's tied and things like that. And it, you know, but then I might do it as a reel, but it is that bit of not getting too, oh my God, I need to go and do a reel, I need to do all this, I need to do all of that, because either you're going to like, yeah.
I do get, and also like I'm trying to do TikTok, so I'm like every day I'm like, shall I do a video? So today I scheduled with my apprentice that we were going to do some videos for reels for TikTok, and I'm already feeling a little bit stressed about it. So I'm like, it shouldn't be stressful, it should be fun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out what to do, but somehow it's, for me it's like a new thing, and it's just really, I don't know, like a little bit confronting, but yeah, we have to adapt to these new things.
Yeah. And I think as well, I think we talked about TikToks. I think how cool would it be of, you know, doing it, the, you know, the cravat, and then there's a different cravat and a bow tie, and it just changes.
Yeah.
I think it can look really cool, but it's doing it. It's the time, you know, that little video. It can it takes quite a bit of time and whatever. But yeah, it's all about how we use it properly, isn't it? So, who would you say is your support network?
I've now met quite a few brands, and I'm also part of a few like small business groups like the Resilient Retail Club, and I am members of Enterprise Nation,
Yeah.
and they're really supportive, and I've done quite a few things with them. Well, my local council has been really supportive. Like I've done 2 talks there as well.
Right.
So it's they, you know, they're always. I always go to the learning lunches. I don't know if you've ever been.
No.
The Reggate and Banstead Council, they
Yes.
do
Yeah.
a lunch and learn. So they have someone talking about some business thing, for example, I don't know, Instagram. And then you have a bit of lunch and you network. So they've been really supportive as well. And what else? Someone saying Reels and TikTok take so long too. I know. I know. But you just have to, I think what I'm trying to do is like everyone says, why don't you do a few videos in a day, for example, and then you have a few to post rather than trying to do it in the moment, which is what I do. But anyway,
Yeah.
yes. But like think about a few ideas, and then you do 3 or 4 videos that you can then use. What else? Yeah. And then my husband's really supportive, of course. And what else? Yeah, talking to other business owners and makers, I think is quite good.
Sure.
But
Yeah. That was something that I was talking about yesterday, and kind of looking forward is what you said as well, with, you know, looking at different ways that you can get your brand out there. And that's something that I'm really kind of looking at, of the people that we've got on board, of looking at how we can maybe do something that's kind of home sort of style or fashion, you know. And you look at the fashion people that we've got, and then you add in, you know, the bags, the fashion, the jewelry, and all of that together, and of different ways. So there are a few things that I've got brewing that, you know, just to make it a bit more exciting, and bringing lots of different businesses together in a different way of shopping, and having an event to go to where there's food and drink and something going on as well, which I think is quite exciting, and just different ways. And any kind of feedback from anyone, if they're thinking of something, actually we can get involved. And also, as Dapper and Suave, there's always the Dapper and Suave that can then the part of it as well, that I'm kind of looking at, to bring other businesses and brands together, which is very exciting. So what events are you doing with Curated by Dapper and Suave?
I am doing the September market. It's 11th of September, isn't it? A Sunday.
Yeah.
For the halls.
Yes.
I think that's it for now, because then we need to see what's happening in December.
Yeah.
If I do another December, because I have one thing in November, maybe one thing in December. So I have to check with you.
Yeah,
If
sure. I
there's
mean, as our events at the moment, as we've said, you know, the events we have are full, but also there's a waiting list as, you know, people drop out. So we always look at that person that's dropped out, that category, and we fill it accordingly with that person. So, which is really good. So, you know, as we've said, Christmas time, the jewelers and bits. And if it's something a little bit different, or we think, wow, that person has done really well at our event, then, you know, adding them in. But if there's cancellations, because we want our events to, what's the word? You know, we've got enough people for Christmas, but we don't want to fill the room so that when you get in the room, you feel jammed and you can't move. We still want to have that, the customer, it's about the customer's experience. And I think
and variation in
yeah, we've been to those events, I think, where you've walked in the room and gone, oh my God, I can't move in here. And it's just not comfortable. And that's how we still want to keep it comfortable for the customers to enjoy it, instead of walking the room and you can't move because they're rammed with stall holders. So that's not what we're about. So, oh, my best mate's just joined me. Hello, Gav. Sorry.
So
Mate,
yeah, no.
I've known him since I was 5, so he's just joined, which is lovely. God bless. Oh, I've gone all red. Why did you? Last question is, why did you choose to work with us?
Well, I really like the energy when I met you guys, and I had heard from you before. We met in a recent market, didn't we? So, well, not recent, a few months ago.
Yeah.
So I quite liked your energy and your ethos behind this, the market, and I like that you have like a variety of brands, and yeah, yeah, I thought it goes with our ethos too, and our we're going on really well. So
Cool. Yeah, and it's also,
and it's
you know, a chance for you to
local.
network. Sorry.
No, it's nice to do a local market as well, because that is curated. Because I don't do many markets or many events, so I really choose what I do, because I don't want to. I don't want to do too many. I'm not, you know, I'm not like when I started. I was doing tons and tons of things, but now I like select what I want to do, and yeah, I thought it was quite nicely organized, and I like the location and everything. So
yeah, cool. And yeah, and you know, with it, which is really great, is you get to meet, you know, other, you know, exhibitors there, other businesses, you know, and half the time what happens is there are other businesses that you want to buy from, which you kind of get there and, oh God, I'm here to, you know, I'm here to sell, but you know, there are the businesses that you want to be with, and that's where I have that bit where, you know, even this week, talking to the businesses, making sure they're right, because I need to make sure that they fit in with what we're about and understand us and what we're trying to achieve. You know, because, you know, people do inquire, and, you know, they haven't got Instagram, they haven't got anything, you know, and they've just got an Etsy page, they've sold 2 things, and I'm like, not for us, you know. And that's, you know, build on it and whatever, you know, get yourself a website, all of that, because, you know, our customers will then go on to find you after the events, before, during, and after. So we need to make sure we have the right people, which I think is relevant to what we're about. Fantastic. So I will be back tomorrow. We're back tomorrow. Then we're going to take a break, off to Cardiff, back on Tuesday, and we're right back up to Sunday. So we've got some lots of other people to talk to. So there's just 10 businesses I'm talking to, and we're probably doing a lot more of these. And then we will see you in September. It was great to chat to you.
In
This will go on.
September.
We'll put this onto LinkedIn and all the other social media. All of that, you know. Yes, there we go. Cool.
Thank you so much.
Nice to talk to you. You take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.